Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this Friday stream. Jon Snow was going to be with us for a minute, but as soon as I started, he was like, nope, I'm out. So it's just us. Just us. We're going to be hanging out. Today I thought it'd be fun to just play some PlayStation 3 stuff. I keep thinking about Xevious quite a bit, and I do have a Xevious game for the original PlayStation called Xevious 3D /G Plus. I don't know, it's a weird name. There it is. It's a digital game that I have on my PS3. So I figured we'd start with that. See how that goes. I want to welcome everybody to the chat. Numero uno in el chat-o was the Intellivision Gamer. He is the first of many. Also Last Line Live is here, and he says booga wooga for some reason. Booga wooga to you too, sir. Also Prime One is here, and Mike Wolf, the Wolf. Oh, you sending the Wolf? Well, that's all you had to say. So this is obviously a bit more advanced than the old school Xevious. But I think it even has the old school Xevious on it also. I haven't played this a whole lot. Metal Torso joins the chat. Oh yeah. We have multiple versions of the Xevious. So that's the big one, the reimagined 3D/G. We also have regular, just standard Xevious. That's the old school arcade, I'm sure. Super Xevious. It's super. Thanks for asking. The memory card, which is not a game, but is also very important. Xevious arrangement. Okay, I'm not real sure what that is, but I'm sure it's like a tricked up, funky version of Xevious of some kind. But we need to check out this one, the 3D/G version. So let's do that. I wonder if there'll be like difficulty settings, because I have a feeling this is going to be hard. That's what she said. Configuration. All right. Original, arrange, nothing. Let's go with the arrange. Let's see what that's like. Left 3. We'll do 5. Easy, yes. Not very hard. That would be difficult. We'll do easy. Okay. My guess is it will still be very hard. I don't hear any sound effects. Oh, there we go. Just took a little bit to come in. Hang on, I gotta reset my... That's what the problem is. I gotta reset my capture card. I forgot. My bad. I'm like, what's the problem? Well, that's the problem. Okay, now we're talking. Oh, yeah. It's like Xevious, but it's 3D. It's Xevious on steroids. Oh my. Flying asphalt. That's not a good thing. Oh, I ran right into that. Hang on. Let's see. Last one says, I don't know if I can handle all this Xevious. It is just devious. Indeed. Slotham. What's up, Slotham? I don't think I've ever seen Slotham come to my chat before. My brain turned into Swiss cheese. Cyrus, Swiss cheese, Martin. Thank you, sir. Yes, Slotham is greatly responsible for spreading my face and name across the internet. And thank you for that, Slotham. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Look at this. Looks like one of those spinning merry-go-round things at the park where they try to spin it super fast and make the kids fly off. You know, you remember. You remember. How dare you? Oh! Oh, crap. I didn't do well on that at all. Oh, my. Look at all the graphics. It's a giant spider robot. That's always great. Ever since I saw that movie Runaway with Tom Selleck, I've always been afraid that one day it would be one of these that would come for me. And here it is. Talk about my brain turning into Swiss cheese. Where are you going, spider guy? We were just getting to know each other. Actually, we weren't. I'm glad he's gone. Uh-oh. Okay. Area 1 completed. Batcat 9000. What's up, Batcat 9000? And Wiley. Hello. Oh, what the hell? What in the hell? Oh, look at that. That's an interesting... I don't remember ever getting nothing like that in Xevious before. This is a new thing. This is not what I'm used to. Oh my goodness. Continue. Yes. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, I couldn't quite get back to that. There's no analog control on this, so you have to use the D-pad. So, it's okay. I'm just, maybe not as smooth as I would be otherwise. Oh, yeah. Smooth operator. Oh, damn it. So many projectiles. Oh, crap. Oh, there we go back with the funky, whatever the hell that is, tentacles. Yeesh. Wow, that's pretty cool. So amazing. Look at that. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. Oh, keep dodging. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Come on, man. I see. I was sitting there holding both buttons, and I shouldn't have been. I should not have been holding both buttons. Now I'm learning. I'm learning. This game looks like a hidden gem. Damn it. I've exposed it. Now everybody's going to be mad at me when this price goes up. Oh. Oh. Ah, no, don't shoot your rainbow at me. I do not consent. Damn it. Nah, I don't think I want that one either. I think I'll stick with the tentacles. Oh. Don't you die on me. Oh my. It's pretty good. I'm digging it. I'm not very good at it yet, but I imagine if I played it quite a bit, I'd be pretty good at it. It's not that crazy. Which way do I go? This way, apparently. Oh, crap. No, I must continue. Can't let the aliens win. Or I don't even know if they're aliens. Robots. They might not be aliens. We might be fighting the future AI. This could be like Terminator. Then it really would be devious. And not Zevious. There we go. Oh, look, I can actually hit those. Oh, my. And I just keep learning new stuff. Ah, damn. So much death. Damn it. I don't like this gun. This is not my favorite. They're not sending their best guns. It's not the best power-ups. Oh, damn. Game over, no. Can I not continue anymore? Okay, I ran out of continues. Well, that sucks. I wonder if there's a cheat code for like unlimited continues or something. Because if there is, I feel like I need it. Absolutely. Batcat9000 says, so was this game using extended ROM on the card? I know the Super Effects was separate, but what about the game ROM? What? I don't know what you're saying. This is a PlayStation game. It's on a CD. Wiley Sade's got a unique voice. Sade. Mike Wolf. Definitely putting this on my Abernick. Side Dog making this level look like easy money. Not really. Not so much. Not so much. AI going to take over humanity. Well, if it does, we'll never know, right? Isn't that what they say? we'll never actually know when that moment happens. Terminator 2 quote. Oh, Slotham, which game has higher brain turning into Swiss cheese potential? This game or 10 levels of skiing? That's pretty funny. Damn, that's a good question. It's hard to know these things. Let's see. My brain is already Swiss cheese, so it's too late for me to be like objective about this. I would probably say, since the skiing game will never officially come out on the hardware that will never be, that would be more Swiss cheese inducing. Even though, you may not know this, fun fact, the quote about my brain turning to Swiss cheese wasn't actually about the skiing thing. That was the editing of the video. That was not actually what I said. But no one cares. So it's whatever. Thank you for coming to visit, Slotham. It's like, I always wondered if you would ever, like, actually try to talk to me. I always thought you were really funny. I know that you do a lot of more dramatic stuff than what I typically involve myself with, but, you know, like I said, I always found a lot of what you do to be very funny. And your stuff where you play the Street Fighter stuff and the games, the Samurai Showdown and stuff like that, it's very nice. It's very nice. All right. Last line says, it's on the Super Nintendo CD add-on, aka the Sony PlayStation. There you go. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Very nice. Kudagari, a genius. Last line. Dude demanded nothing short of a perfect console. Yes. And Slossum says, I care. So explain what the Swiss cheese quote came from and what you were responding to and what was the context behind the quote. Well, I appreciate you asking me that. That's the first time anybody's ever asked me that. So when I was at the video game history museum hanging out, we played a lot of different games, and one of them was skiing. Yes. Also played Rigid Force Redux and that Bomberman game, whatever the hell it was named, and several games. And I did I was also checking out the museum and hanging out with people. But anyway, like towards the end, when we got done playing the games and stuff, they asked us if we wanted to come to the side and like record a little like testimonial, like what'd you think about the experience being here and playing, the Amico. And this was like the first day, for me to actually play an Amico, use the controller or anything like that. So what I was talking about was the experience itself, the whole thing of being there and playing the games and using the controller. And actually I was referring to the disc on the controller whenever I said my brain's turned to Swiss cheese. I was trying to think of something funny to say, and I overshot it just a little bit. But yeah, I was talking about the disc on the controller because it's a pretty interesting disc. It's I've talked about it in the past. It's a shame that the thing never came out, so not everybody really has an opportunity to understand how that thing worked, because it was more like an analog controller than an Intellivision disc. It really wasn't that much like an Intellivision disc. It was more like a thumbstick. It was more like that, but it was like, you guided your thumb on it and it was pressure sensitive. It had several different layers of pressure sensitivity. So it was kind of, it was mind blowing to me because, I'd never experienced that type of a controller. It was like I said, it was similar to analog thumbsticks in a way, but it was also a mix of that and the Intellivision disc. So it wasn't really like either of them. It was like a different kind of experience. So yes, brain, holes in it, cheese. That's where we go with that. So hopefully that explains what I'm trying to say. But anyway, that's interesting you asked me about that. Because like I said, nobody's ever actually asked me. So, interesting. Prime 1 Castlemania is the only game that can turn the human brain into Swiss cheese. And Jumpman Jr. Jumpman Jr. definitely was turning my brain into something. I don't know if it was Swiss cheese, but it was definitely turned into something. Cooey says, Mario Brothers turned my mustache into mozzarella sticks. Wow. That's very specific. My mustache is mozzarella sticks. All right, I'm going to try this again. I don't know if I'm going to do any better. Probably not. Keep your expectations very low. Pretty much like normal for this channel. I get the statement, it's like he's saying it's like doing e-pills. Okay. Which is funny. I think it was a good joke, Si. Okay. That's all right. I mean, that was a long time ago. I don't remember how many years ago that was. Good God, it's been forever. You know, and I know that everybody's had a lot to say about it or think about it over the years. So it's whatever. It's fine. I don't really enjoy talking about things from that situation because there's a lot of negativity, obviously, for me, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. Oh, man, I was trying not to do that. God dang it. Get him. Oh, yeah, we got him that time. Oh, what's this? Hey, where are you going? Damn it. Thought that was a power-up or something. Actually, I don't think it was, but I thought it was for a second there. Oh, this freaking spider's pretty cool. Oh, can I get up there and get him? Yeah! Oh, yeah! Hell yeah! All day, every day. First try! Bro, it was like 5 years ago. Yeah. Dude. It's been a minute. 5 years. It's been 84 years. Hell, Tantra Bomb. What's up, dude? Longer than we were in high school, dude. I mean, some of us. Mike Wolf. My friend, who's a very successful businessman, has no tolerance for negative people. They get one strike and they're out, essentially. Well, you know, the funny thing is, that particular situation, I have a lot of friends that have been through a lot over that. And I have a lot of friends It's kind of strange, you know, but I do. I have a lot of people that I really like, and hopefully that like me. We get along anyway. So I know a lot of people whom I get along with on either side of that topic. Not all of them have always been on one side or the other. Sometimes people's opinions have changed. I know my opinions have changed about a lot of things, obviously. But there's a lot to unpack in the conversations that happen around that stuff. So I tend to try to listen to people as much as I can these days and not try to take things as personally as I once did, because at one time it was very personal. There was a lot of, like I said, it was ugly. There was a lot of ugliness that happened, and I got mixed up in that just like a lot of other people did. Right. And So I can see a lot of different point of views. You know, I think the thing between me and Leo DS was crazy. And the fact that we were able to figure out a way to talk and explain ourselves to each other as best we can and apologize to each other for the bullshit that went on. You know, the fact that that happened was like a big moment for me as far as, you know, really changing my perspective about the whole situation. Because, you know, I know that there's a lot of people that are going to have something negative to say about it, or have something negative to say about my personal involvement in all that. I know that. And I understand that, because there's a lot to think about. There's a lot that went on. So, you know, I'm not afraid to talk about it. I just don't enjoy talking about it, because it's like unpacking, it's like unpacking my photo albums from my marriage. It's like, oh, there's great things to remember here, but there's also terrible, horrible things to remember here. But it's worse than that, because some of the impact of this situation that we're talking about has continued on. There are people that still have a lot to think about and feel and express. There's a lot, you know, and there's still a lot of trolling that goes on too. It's an active theater of combat, so to speak. And I'm not someone who, I mean, dude, if I don't like talking about this at all, I mean, I'm definitely not somebody who is interested in participating in a bunch of drama about it. But if somebody wants to ask me legitimate questions about things, of course I'm going to talk about it. I mean, it's whatever, you know. It's whatever, you know. But sometimes I will have enough, and I'll just let you know I'm done for now. I don't want to keep doing it. But yeah. So anyway, let's see. Where am I in the chat? Kuya says negative is a relative term. Everyone's line is in a different place. It's true. Criticism is in the eye of the beholder. Wow. It's a t-shirt line. Kuya's t-shirt line 2025. Mike Wolf says, I'm talking like a disrespectful, wait, is that what he's saying? I'm talking like a disrespectful shot at him by someone. He says, we've all had moments where we interpreted somebody trying to help us as being negative. Oh, wow. Wow. There's another, that's more than a t-shirt. That's a poster. You've got t-shirts and posters. Are you selling these, Kuya? Like, I might be interested in buying them. Prime One, everyone loves Cyrus. That's not true. That is absolutely not true. I can personally point you in the direction of some people that don't, but you don't need me to. So, but thank you, Prime One. Hell says, no idea what happened, but I'm surrounded by negativity all the time. Almost came close to pulling my on someone when I was walking to the store. Dude, don't do that, please. Dude, don't do that. Yeah. There's a lot of negativity out there for sure. And it can really eat at us, you know. Driving to and from work in Dallas, Texas, which is where I live. Oof. Yeah. It's like, you gotta really, actively recognize where you're being pushed, you know, and try to minimize how you let it impact you. It's like a constant like thing you have to do. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. So be careful. Slotham says, could you do a quick summary of how it started between you and Leo DS? What actually happened? Your marriage is personal. This YouTube stuff was public and you should explain it. Have I not explained this before? I thought I had gone into pretty good detail about this before, but yeah, that's fine. I'll talk about it. So Leo and I were friends way before any of this Amico stuff happened. Leo was always my, everybody has that one friend who's kind of a dick. And Leo was that friend to me. He was, I loved that about him. He's funny as hell. And he would hold my feet to the fire anytime I was like, here, I'll bring this up to where I'm not just a little box so you can see my face better. I'm sorry ahead of time. I'm sorry about that. There we go. Okay. So anyway, yeah, we were good friends for a long time before any of that, stuff happened. And so John Retro Bro, he brought to me this thing that was happening with this new Intellivision, quote unquote. And he knew that I was a fan of the Intellivision. And first time I saw it, I was like, I don't know about this. But he was like, hey, I got an opportunity to talk with the guy. Do you want to come and we'll talk with the guy? And I was like, cool. Yeah, let's do that. So we went on a stream and we talked with Tommy Tallarico. And it became like, in the process of having that conversation, I started to really get excited about the idea of a new Intellivision. And, it was the first console I ever had. It was, it's got a special place for me, and all that kind of stuff. So I was excited. I got excited about it, even though the graphics weren't that great. And, there were some things about it that I was like, but I liked the idea of what I was being told about, like this family oriented thing. And, I was like, okay, cool. We'll look into this. This sounds interesting. And Leo was in the chat and he had been seeing this happen. And he was kind of like, I guess Leo was much, much more aware of, what was going on with Tommy Tallarico than I was. Like, I didn't realize that Tallarico was going around in these chats and places causing all this trouble with all these people and getting into arguments. And I didn't really understand. And maybe I didn't want to hear it later, as I got more invested in this idea of this new Intellivision, maybe I didn't want to hear it. And Leo got really frustrated with this. And he was like, dude, I don't know why you want to be involved. This guy's doing all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And, at the time I was like, I don't know what to believe, and I don't know what to, I'm interested in this console. I'm not interested in this dude. I don't know. Everybody kept trying to tell me who Tommy Tallarico was. And I'm like, I never watched him on G4. I don't know what you're talking about. I never watched this or that. People would tell me, oh, he used to do this and this and this. I'm like, that's not why I'm interested in this. I mean, it was interesting, right? But that wasn't why I was there. I was there for a new Intellivision. As people start telling you things from different sides of different fences and with different takes on things, you get really, at least at the time, I got really, confused about what I thought people's motivations were and what was really going on. And I didn't know anything about at that time. Like I said, a lot of the nonsense that was being stirred up. There was a whole lot of really, really bad behavior that was going on that I wasn't aware of that Tommy was doing. And I found out about it later. But there was a period of time where I just was like, look, I don't know about all that. I'm just, this guy's telling me these things and I'm hearing this from other people that I like and I'm making friends and they're, you don't know who to, it was a weird situation. The thing with Leo was determined, I think, to try to explain to people what was up. And he didn't like the hardware. And Leo obviously had no nostalgia goggles for the name Intellivision or anything like that. So Leo was, he was really trying to get his point of view across as far as what he thought about Tommy and what he thought about this hardware. And he felt like I was, at the time anyway, when this all really broke down, he felt like I was turning against him. And I probably was turning against him. So we had a real bad spat. I don't remember all of the details, but I do know that, I called him some stuff and he called me some stuff and there was videos made and I struck one of his videos because he took one of my videos and just like repost it on his channel, which was a terrible thing to do to Leo, but this is what happened, you know? And we got to a point where we just, we really were done. We just were done with each other. And we were each equally convinced that the other person had lost his mind. And I think we both did. I think there was a point where we both did. But things change over time. I started to see things differently, and, you know, I started to listen to a lot of things that I wasn't listening to before. You know, there was a point where No Swear Gamer came on, and he said that we were being willfully ignorant or something like that. And I did not, that was like, it really hit me hard when he said that, because I didn't want to hear that. But it was true, you know, in a lot of ways. I didn't want to hear things. I didn't want to look into certain things. And I think that I'll say this. One of the big reasons that a lot of us got so entrenched and dug our heels in so deep is because maybe this is a shitty excuse, but there was like videos, like dozens of videos being made about us. There was people doing streams and saying horrible stuff about us all the time. Just flat out making fun of people, their personal looks or whatever, just making up horrible shit. I had a guy going around trying to look up my address and my history about my life and my job history. And there was a whole bunch of stuff that happened that I'm not going to go into because frankly, it's disgusting and whatever. Anytime I bring this stuff up, it gets like twisted around that I'm trying to like play the sympathy card or something like that. So whatever, it doesn't matter. But my point is that I think that a lot of us felt really attacked. And so a lot of us sort of shut down our, questioning of certain things that we probably should have been questioning. And it's unfortunate that everything got so stupid. Like people really started to attack everybody personally on a personal level instead of like talking about the facts. And anyway, back to the Leo thing. Eventually, when I broke free and sort of started to do my own thing and, you know, all that, Leo and I reached out to each other and we started to have a open discussion with one another about what had happened and our behavior during that time period. You know, and we apologized to each other. And, you know, there's always going to be some parts of all that stuff that we're not going to agree on. There's always going to be some version of history that I see one way and like Leo might see a different way or someone else might see a different way or whatever. But the point is that, you know, there was a lot of bullshit that went on that unfortunately a lot of us didn't want to think about or hear about until it was a situation that we didn't want to be a part of. So yeah, mistakes were made for sure. Bad behavior was done. Absolutely. And there's people that will always like have a problem with me because of some of the things that I said during that time period. Like Pat probably will always hate me, you know, if he even remembers who I am. But I don't hate anybody and I don't have anything against anybody. And I do have a lot of, I'm trying to take responsibility for what I have said and done and not try to make things worse and not try to like turn it into some personality conflict between someone else. You know, there's situations that happened that were bigger than anything that I was involved with, that were outside of my understanding or control. And unfortunately, I got myself mixed up in a situation where I felt like for some stupid fucking reason that I needed to defend somebody else. And what I learned is I will never defend another person because you never really know what's going on. You never really even if you think you know and you think you trust certain situations or people or information or whatever, there's always going to be some element to it that people have spun in their favor that's going to come back to bite you if you put yourself in between them and whatever the conflict is. So I don't defend people anymore. I just do my thing. I try to have my friends. I try to have fun. And once in a while, when somebody wants to ask me about this mess, I will talk about it if I have to, but I don't enjoy it. And, I'm not trying to talk about it, but I will if it comes up. I don't know if any of that answers what you're trying to get at, but there it is. Let me try to read a little bit of the chat. Let's see. Hill says that's life around here, sadly. Yeah, the internet is a dark, dark place. Kuya, I love everything you create, Cyrus. No, you don't. No, you don't, Kuya. Don't say that. That's not true. Kuya, try guided meditation even for 10 minutes, then you'll feel better on stress in public. Yeah. Guided meditation on YouTube. It's free and really works. All my advice is free, Cyrus. Would yoga charge Luke a fee? Oh, would Yoda charge? I said yoga. I was like, how could yoga charge? Yoda did not charge Luke a fee, not that we're aware of. From a certain point of view. Hell says, thankfully I have drawing to free me from negative things when possible. Got to be willing to ignore those things when you have the chance to find and do something that makes you happy. I don't necessarily try to ignore things. I just try not to live in them, like I said, if something comes up and we need to talk about stuff, cool, let's talk about it. I'm not trying to run away from stuff, but I'm also not trying to just constantly go back to that same well and draw another bucket of water out of it. You know what I mean? I got other things to do, and I'd rather not live in a negative place. Tommy's still around. Haven't heard anything from him in years. I have no idea. I haven't talked to him in several years. I have no idea what's going on with him. Mike says, we all do things we regret, but the main thing is that we all learn and grow from it. I hope so. Mike. Wiley, Tommy plays backgammon. No, I don't know anything about all that. What's up, John? John's here. What have I missed? Well, we were talking about Leo and that whole bizarre debacle that happened. I'm talking about all that. Tommy made fun of my autism, then tried to friend me. Yeah, Wiley, it was a fucked up time. There was great things and there was terrible things. And sometimes what we thought was great turned out to be terrible. And it's been tough. It's been tough trying to navigate that water ever since. Absolutely. I don't hold a grudge, but I don't forget. Yeah. That's probably the best way to go about it, I think. Hell says, last I saw of him, someone was making fun of him because of the console stuff. Really lost interest because of the drama. Yeah, dude, what a mess. It was huge drama. Absolutely. Way worse than even the Coleco Chameleon thing, probably. It was really bad. BJ says, I hate you because you can get Whataburger and I can't. Well, not with that attitude. You can get Whataburger. You just would have to drive really far. There's other ways. Botham, yes, it answers. It's good lore to know. All right. Well, there you go. Oh, what's up? Nick is here. Geekstorian. Hey, all coming by to drop a like. Can't stay too long. Thank you for coming, Nick. I appreciate you, man. I definitely appreciate you. Tommy inspired me to learn backgammon. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about backgammon. Kuya, there's one more Atari 2600 game I know how to play. Oh, you're talking about Xevious? Use less to even... Oh, useless to even discuss this. Yeah, well, it was brought up. So it is what it is. Oh, I'm going to have the game up. Let me put the game back up. About to start playing the game, and I don't even have the game up. My bad. Oh, wait, I got to reset the thing. Damn it. Always forget. Always forget. I got to figure out a way to automatically have it do that, so now I don't have to worry about it. It's weird that my capture card does that. That's whatever. Oh, you mean backgammon for the 2600? I don't think I've ever... I think I have backgammon on the Intellivision, maybe? I don't think I've ever played it. Oh no. Let me just say also, Slotham, if you're still here, I don't expect you to hear any of what I've said today and change your opinions about me in any way. That is not why I was talking about all that. It's fine. Not everybody's going to get along. I think that's something that you actually said once. Not everybody's going to get along, and that's okay. It's not a big deal. But I don't have anything against you, so it's fine. Oh, here we go. Arr! I don't even want that. I don't know why I'm trying to get that. I'll stick with my tentacle weapon. It seems to be the best weapon, at least for me. Oh boy. Come on, we can do it. Get down. Stick around. Hell says, only thing I can remember from the 2600 is chess and checkers. Really? 2600 has some good games, man. Space Invaders, all those shoot 'em ups. There's so many like space games. Miss Pac-Man on 2600 is pretty good. It's way better than regular Pac-Man. Pitfall's awesome. River Raid. I like Defender on there. Oh, I got that one. I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Dig Dug is pretty good. Centipede on the 2600 is better than it should be. Oh! Damn. There we go. There's some good stuff on there. Kung Fu on 2600 actually looks better than a 2600 game should. Just trying to think of random games you might find of interest. Frogger, it's pretty good. I mean, you can play these on other things too. You don't have to play them on 2600, but Yar's Revenge. Some good stuff. Oh, what game is this? This is... Hang on, I'll show you. Xevious 3DG Plus for the PlayStation. I have it on my PS3 as a digital game that I bought. It's like a reimagined version of Xevious. It has the regular Xevious, the arcade version, and like some other like rearranged versions also, but then it has this version too, which is like obviously like a whole different kind of, reimagined kind of situation. Q says flag capture was basically a board game. Slotham, I hear you. One thing you need to know about me is nothing is personal in my videos. It's all to make people laugh. If you feel it's at your expense, was a you problem, not mine. Now, we're cool, dude. I don't have no problems with you. Like I said, I thought your videos were funny. So I'm not saying you did anything that upset me. It's fine. I figured you didn't like me very much. That's all. That's what I was trying to say. But, no, I don't have no problems with you at all. So we're good. Is this Xevious? Yes, I was just showing John that. It's the Xevious 3DG Plus for the PlayStation. So, yeah. Wow, I thought it sounded like Xevious. Yep, it's a pretty cool version. And we've been talking about Xevious quite a bit, so I was like, let me play this some. I haven't played this in quite a while, and not very much at all. You actually get upgraded weapons and stuff. Still suck at it, but at least I have the weapons. This is my favorite weapon. Oh. Oh. Damn. There we go. Upgrade. Damn it. As soon as I got it. Yeah, I don't want the blue ones or the green ones. Those are different weapons. Oh, what did I hit? I ran into something and that was it. That was my last credit. What a bunch of crap. Now I don't like this game anymore. No, I'm just kidding. It's still good. All right, so how do you get out of it and go? Do you hit reset? Is that it? Get back to the main menu. Yeah. So like I was saying on here, so you got this version. Then you have like regular Xevious, the arcade version, Super Xevious, and then the Xevious arrangement. So you have several games on here. It's pretty cool. So I'm not even sure what some of these are. Like Super Xevious, I've played that a little bit. Of course, the regular Xevious. But the arrangement, let's see what that looks like. John says, "Oh, Cy, I thought you would get a good laugh at this. Someone is making a legit Breakout clone for the NES. A legit Breakout clone? It's vertical, though, like the original. Well, there's some pretty good games like that on the NES already. So, have you ever played Arkanoid on the NES? It's pretty badass, actually. A Breakout clone. I have to see what that looks like. Is it supposed to be like more modern or something like that? I have to see what that looks like. It's pretty cool, PJ. It's pretty cool. So this is Xevious arrangement. Not real sure what that means. My guess is it's just like a different game, kind of, with the same assets, maybe? I don't know. Hell says, I remember plenty of games I used to play on 2600, but when it came to board games on the system, only chess and checkers come to mind. Oh, you sent me a video? Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's set this to the easiest mode possible. The original, arrange, we'll leave it on original. Easy, yes, okay. Arkanoid rocks, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, the sound effects are different on this. The music hasn't kicked in yet. Or it has, but it's like different. Wow. You guys probably can't even hear it. I'm going to turn this up. There it is. This is kind of like the TurboGrafx Xevious. Like the graphics and the music and everything. This is like the TurboGrafx one. You just sent it? Yeah. I'll have to check it out. Item. Oh, upgrades. Aha. So this has upgrades like the other one. Interesting. Oh, no. Damn it. Music is very different. Wow, there's a lot of them. Damn it. Oh, shit. Came up from behind me. Damn it. There's nothing worse than getting nailed from behind. Oh, my. Yeah, I didn't notice how they were like slowing down and turning back the other way. That's pretty cool. Oh boy. Oh, that was close. I need those bombs like you get on riding. It's too hard. Oh. Ah! Yeah, I think that's about enough. That's about enough of that. I'll have to check out that link in just a minute, John. PJ, forgot Turbo. Yeah, TurboGrafx Xevious. We'll have to put some time in on that one. For show. Saboteur. Good afternoon. Hell says, almost time to start drawing again. Dude, absolutely. I wish I could draw. I can't draw for crap. Wiley, what do you feel inspired to draw? Yeah. Just updating all my characters to look better than how I originally did them years ago. Still a long way to reach 2000. Well, I got second place. How about that? Well, definitely keep working on that, dude. That's awesome. Xevious 3D G Plus. Just to see what it's like. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Reset. Just to see what it's like. I want to see what the arcade one does. Just the regular arcade version. All right, so we did arrangement. We didn't do we didn't do Super Xevious either. Let's do regular Xevious. I'm not even going to change the difficulty. I'm just going to let it ride. And because I just want to see it real quick. I'm not trying to play it for very long. Yeah, there's the music. The classic Xevious music. The slow-ass lasers. Here we go. There we go. I think I like every version of Xevious that I've played. Every single one of them. You know what's funny is I think I might be wrong about this, but I think I have another version of Xevious on this console. Hang on, I'll check out in just a second. That's enough of this. We can stop playing this. I just wanted to see what it was like and how it sounded and everything. All right. I just wanted to see that real fast. Oh, I do want to see Super Xevious before, and then we'll check out that other one I was telling you about. All right, Super Xevious. It's super. Thanks for asking. All right. So what's super about Super Xevious? Is it a little bit better graphics? Because it looks the same. I don't see anything different. I don't hear anything different either. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I don't know what's different about it. Prime One says, "Hey, Cyrus, since you played Jumpman, anything you want me to play?" Oh, on what system? On what are we talking about? Just anything, or is there some specific system you're thinking about? Okay, let me see if there's that other Xevious that I'm thinking is part of a collection. I think that I got. I'm not 100% convinced, but maybe. Let's see. All right. And it would be in the PlayStation. Oh, I got to reset my thing. Every time it loads a game, I got to do that. Okay, it's not in the PlayStation stuff. It'd be in the PlayStation 3 stuff. Let's see. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Still going. Oh, it's not on here. It's like a Namco collection. I know I have it. Did I miss it? I probably went right past it and just didn't see it. I gotta turn the volume down on the game. It's too loud. No. Oh, there it is. See, I knew I went right past it. Okay. That's what I thought. So this has another version. This has the arcade version, but it's also got another version of Xevious. So many versions of Xevious. So strange. Can't remember the last time I played Xevious. Yeah. I do want to play Valkyrie again and the PS1 game. Any system. Hang on just a second. What is happening with this thing? Sometimes my switcher, if the game changes resolution, there you go. It does that. Okay, we're good. Okay, I'll have to think about it, Prime. Let me think about it. I'll have to think about it. How about Tecmo's Deception on the PlayStation? That's a cool game. The first Tecmo's Deception. Kagero Deception 2 is also very good. I have one that I bought on the PS3 that I've never even played yet. Okay, so here we go. It's a pretty good collection. It's got Dragon Spirit, Galaga, Xevious, Dig Dug, Pac-Man, and this other version of Xevious. I thought this also had a Miss Pac-Man on it. Maybe I haven't downloaded. Maybe there's like DLC I got to download that I forgot to download on here. I don't know. Anyway, let's check out Xevious Resurrection. How about that? Okay, I got to reset my thing again. There's a story mode? What? On a Xevious game? Listen to this music. You're listening to the soothing sounds of 98.1, the heartbeat of Texas. Xevious Resurrection. One player, yes. Oh, look at this. Oh, you have a shield? What? Wow. Look at this. What is up with this? I'm glad I'm playing it. I don't know if I've ever played this before. What? Xevious Resurrection. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, get off me. I'm not a fan of those lasers they shoot. This looks nice. I like it. I like. Oh, no. I gotta use my shields. I just forget I have them. Sounds good, too. Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh, the monoliths. Oh, that's new. Uh-oh. Oh, what is... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I wonder if I can change the... Oh, yeah, the screen. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's do this. Make it big now. There we go. Hell yeah. It's even bigger now. Ooh. Oh, I get to continue. Nice. I mean, what I mean is, like, it just started me right there. Without me having to, like, die and come back into the level. Damn it. Retry. Yes. Oh, good. Look at that. Got one of them. Got another one. Got him. Hell yeah. Bring back Borat. Yeah. Would need to pull out the PS3 again to play Namco Museum 5 again for Vita and PSP. Hell yeah. It's nice looking clouds. This is definitely, I would say, this is my favorite version of Xevious that I've played so far. That PlayStation one is pretty damn cool too, but this is really, really nice. Oh, crap. See, I always forget I can use my shields. Oh, what was I thinking? Wow. 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 Boo, boo. Do not like. Oh, damn. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go check out this link John sent me to see what this new game is that's coming out on the NES. I'm curious about that. I'm a big fan of the NES, and I love the new homebrew stuff, so yeah, I go check that out. But I'm going to wrap up here. Definitely thank everybody for coming to hang out with me. Lots of good friends here, and people that, it's interesting to have a conversation with. We'll just say that. So I was very happy to see everybody that showed up today. Wiley, Hell, Prime 1. Check out that Tecmo's Deception if you get a chance. Prime 1. Probably played it already, but, anyway. PJ, thank you for being here. John, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us very much. And also, John, thank you for the link. I will check that out in a second. Slotham, thank you for coming. Kuya, thank you for being here. Nick, the Geek Historian, my good buddy. Definitely got to hang out with you more often. Thanks for stopping by. Muchos gracias. Mike Wolf. The wolf that is Mike. Half Mike, half wolf. I don't know. Bobcat 9000, which sounds like a robot cat similar to Ravage from the Transformers. Something like that. Cool name. I like that. Metal Torso was here as well. Metal Torso, always like hanging out with you. And the last line was here briefly, but of course he's very important and he can't be bothered. But thank you for coming by. Casey was here first. So thank you, Casey. And anybody else that I missed, I apologize. But thank you for coming to hang out. We'll do it again soon. Play something totally different and off the wall. Maybe this game that John's telling me about. But until then, guys, be good. Take care. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.